Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and to Switzerland. We are in the winter, and in this video I want to go through the best itinerary for a week throughout Switzerland. Just before you begin, we have a lot of different itineraries that you can find on our website. You can have different tools, a train pass selector and more. So go also have a look at our website at the end of the video. Let's dive into the itinerary. For day one, you'll go straight to Lucerne, maybe from Zurich, for example, and enjoy the old town. Day one will be in Lucerne. You'll go from Zurich to Lucerne by train. And talking about trains, we recommend for this whole itinerary the Swiss Travel Pass. You can take advantage of an exclusive discount with the link in the description. If you're flying into Zurich Airport, you'll hop on a direct train to Lucerne that takes a bit over an hour. They run frequently throughout the day. Once you're in Lucerne, drop your luggage either at your hotel or use the self-service lockers available at the train station. Start your visit by heading straight to the old town through the famous Chapel Bridge, just a minute walk from the station. The Chapel Bridge is the perfect place to begin with its iconic covered wooden walkway and painted panels. From there, wander along the river and through the cobble streets, enjoying the charm of the beautiful and historic architecture. For lunch, we like restaurants by the river, such as Restaurant Schiff and the Rathaus Brauerei, a lively brewery with variety of house-brewed beers and some regional dishes. In the afternoon, dive a bit deeper into Lucerne's old town, stroll through the beautiful squares full of painted facades. Keeps walking towards the Spreuer Bridge, another historic wooden bridge, quite a bit less crowded than the Chapel Bridge, but just as scenic, with views over the river and the Chateau Guch. Finally, head down to the famous and dramatic Lion of Lucerne. Near the Lion, you can also discover the Glacier Garden and learn about history of glaciers in Switzerland and the region. If you have a rainy or snowy day for that first day, the Museum of Transportation of Lucerne is always a great option, accessible by bus, train or boat from the city center. On top of the huge museum where you can spend a full day, you'll also have a chocolate experience. Do book this a little bit in advance during the day and go before 3-ish in the afternoon. End your day with a stroll on the lake promenade and enjoy some drinks overlooking the city at the Hotel Monopole rooftop. For day two, this is the Mount Rigi and a boat to get there. A day exploring Mount Rigi, known as the Queen of the Mountains, is the perfect mix of peaceful scenery, Swiss charm, and a bit of adventure. The entire Rigi adventure is free with the Swiss Travel Pass, and boats run all year long on Lake Lucerne. Start your morning with a boat ride from Lucerne to Witznau. The dock is right in front of the train station, and boats depart typically every hour. It's a beautiful cruise across Lake Lucerne. Once you arrive in Witznau, hop on the cogwheel train that climbs all the way to the Rigi Kulm, the top of the mountain. At the summit, you'll have sweeping views of not just Lake Lucerne, but several lakes and alpine peaks in every direction. If you're up for some light hiking, you could walk down to Rigi Kaltbad, for example, or just take the train back down. In the afternoon, you could treat yourself to some relaxation at the Rigi Kaltbad Spa while relaxing in the heated pools. And after the spa, you can take the train down to Witznau and head back to Lucerne. If you're watching this video, chances are you are planning a trip to Switzerland, or maybe you're already here and have realized one of the few downsides: free public Wi-Fi is really hard to find. We get asked a lot what our recommendation is for staying connected while traveling, and after trying honestly what feels like everything, we can recommend Airalo with confidence. Airalo is the world's first eSIM store, trusted by over 20 million travelers worldwide. It lets you download a digital SIM card right from your phone, so you'll be connected when you land. No unexpected daily roaming fees, no searching for a SIM card vendor in the airport, and no stress. We use Airalo anytime we travel, and it couldn't be easier. You just open the app, pick a plan based on your destination, trip duration, and usage needs, followed by the step-by-step setup, and within minutes, you're ready to go. The best part? It works in 200 plus countries and regions, so whether you're popping over to France for the weekend or flying halfway across the world, you'll stay connected. So if you want to skip the hassle and stay connected wherever you travel, download the free Airalo app and use my code, TheTravelingSwiss3, for $3 off your first eSIM. In day 3, you're going to take a panoramic train to Interlaken and enjoy the beautiful Lauterbrunnen Valley.
For this third day, you'll start the day with a 2-hour panoramic train ride to Interlaken from Lucerne. Head then to Lauterbrunnen with a direct train from Interlaken and walk along the village. Enjoy some of the views of the Lauterbrunnen Valley from the village. You can continue walking a bit in the valley as well, or even walk all the way to Stechelberg on the other side of the valley to take a gondola up to Muren. Otherwise, just take the gondola from Lauterbrunnen in front of the train station to Grünwald and then the timed train to Muren. Explore and cross the beautiful village of Muren and then take the new Schilthorn gondola to Birg and the Piz Gloria, where an old James Bond movie was filmed. At the intermediary station of Birg, enjoy the panoramic views on the Jungfrau, the Eiger and Monch mountains, along with a thrill walk. Then at the top of the Schilthorn, at more than 3,000 meters, around 10,000 feet, you can explore a James Bond museum and enjoy beautiful 360 views. Head back down to Muren and then Lauterbrunnen. If you want, you can still explore more with Wengen just above Lauterbrunnen. It takes about 15 minutes to go up and you'll have some of the best views of the region from the village and the church. And you can even go further up from Wengen to the Männlichen Peak with the gondola that takes you up. You'll have an amazing playground if you have kids, or just a beautiful walk to the crown where you'll see all the villages, the peaks of the region. This is one of our favorite peaks in the Berner Oberland. Then head down either to Grindelwald or Wengen from the Männlichen.
Day 4, you have 2 options. You can do the Jungfraujoch and also go to Grindelwald and the Grindelwald First.
For your 4th day, you'll be around Grindelwald. Grindelwald offers 2 incredible mountain experiences in the winter, and with an early start, you can even fit both in your adventurous day. The first option is the famous Jungfraujoch. From Grindelwald Terminal, a little bit below Grindelwald, you can take the Eiger Express to Eiger Glacier and then continue by train to the Jungfraujoch, which is open year-round. At around 3,400 meters, explore the Ice Palace, walk on the Glacier Plateau, and enjoy sweeping views of the Alps. You can benefit from an early bird discount if you go early enough to the Jungfraujoch to save some money, because this is definitely pricey. And I would note that in winter the Jungfraujoch is less crowded. Don't recommend it in summer, but we do like it in the winter. The second option, either after the Jungfraujoch or just as a standalone option for that day, is back in the village of Grindelwald. You can take the Grindelwald First gondola. The views on the way up are stunning for 25 minutes. At the top, you can head to the Tissot Cliff Walk for a thrilling walk along the peak and enjoy stunning views of surrounding mountains. You can try the First Flyer zip line, which operates even in winter, or just simply relax at the top of the mountain at the restaurant and take in the scenery. Back in Grindelwald, take some time to stroll through the village. No matter where you'll walk, you'll be rewarded with beautiful views on the Eiger, the village, and the valley. You are guaranteed to have a beautiful day in that amazing village of Grindelwald.
Day 5, you're going to take a train from Interlaken to Zermatt and enjoy Zermatt.
That day 5 is mostly a travel day as you make your way from the Jungfrau region to Zermatt. The journey takes about 2.5 hours to 3 hours depending on where you start from Interlaken or Grindelwald. You'll have a few transfers along the way in Spitz and Visp, so keep an eye on the SBB mobile app, which shows you your connections, times, platform. Have a look, it will be a lifesaver for your trip. The route itself is incredibly scenic, with mountain valleys, lakes, and classic Swiss villages passing by your window. Once arriving in Zermatt, spend the afternoon exploring this beautiful pedestrian-only village, stroll through the cobble streets lined with wooden chalets, and stop by the square near the church, one of the most charming corners of town. There you'll have an amazing view on the Matterhorn, and you can have a drink with a view. The terrace of the Grand Hotel Zermatterhof is a lovely spot to unwind. Zermatt is full of cozy cafes, shops, and more. You can also visit the Matterhorn Museum that is in the center of town, and as evening approaches, take a short walk up past the Cerveau Hotel to the Champagne Bar. This is about a 30 minutes walk uphill, but you'll be rewarded with an incredible view of the Matterhorn, maybe at sunset, the perfect way to end your first day in Zermatt.
Day 6, you'll enjoy the Gornergrat and the Igloo Dorf.
Start your morning with a ride up to the Gornergrat, one of Switzerland's most scenic mountain railways. Try to sit on the right side of the train for the best views as you climb higher and higher towards the Matterhorn. Head all the way to the top of the Gornergrat. At over 3,000 meters, you'll be surrounded by glaciers and some of the highest peaks in the Alps. At the summit, you can also try the Zoom the Matterhorn, a virtual reality paragliding experience for a fun bird's eye view of the Matterhorn. You can stay for lunch at one of the panoramic restaurants. We do recommend to reserve in advance. In the afternoon, take the train back down to Rottenboden. This is the first intermediary station from the top. And from there, you can do some sledding on the highest sledding slope in the Alps. You can rent sleds right there and slide down to Riffelberg and visit the Igloo Dorf there. Igloo Dorf means igloo village, and this is a unique area with a restaurant and even a hotel built entirely from snow and ice. You can stop for a drink and even have a fondue there for lunch if you want. You can continue to do some more sledding or just go back down with the train to Zermatt and enjoy one last look at the sunset on the Matterhorn. We love the restaurant Schäferstube in Zermatt, so if you are able to have a reservation in advance, you'll have a great time in this cozy restaurant.
And day 7, you'll take the amazing Glacier Express, that panoramic train from Zermatt.
For your final full day, catch one last sunrise in Zermatt. Definitely worth putting your alarm a little bit early, and then you'll be boarding the famous Glacier Express. This panoramic train takes you across the heart of the Swiss Alps, passing deep valleys, mountain passes, and some of the most spectacular scenery in the country. Be sure to reserve your seats early as the train line books up well in advance. Trains depart in the morning from Zermatt, and once on board you can simply sit back and enjoy the views through the massive panoramic windows. Lunch is served directly at your seat with options ranging from a la carte dishes to multi-course menus. Throughout the journey, you'll pass so many amazing sights like the iconic Landwasser Viaduct just before Filisur. We recommend traveling from Zermatt to Filisur for an almost full experience and then head back from Filisur with a regional train to Chur and onward to Zurich. If you prefer a shorter trip, you can also get off in Chur and then simply connect to Zurich with a direct train. Once you arrive in Zurich, if you still have some energy, take a stroll through Zurich's charming old town and walk along the river before settling into your accommodation. Zurich's main station is only a 15-minute train ride from the airport, making it a perfect place to end your Swiss adventure.
Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you enjoyed this itinerary. If you have questions and more, you can also do a travel consultation with me, and we have more resources on our website. But this is it for me. Happy travels in Switzerland, and see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.